Today I'm going to break down how just 4 years of active duty service got me over $2 million in benefits and monetary compensation. Most people think of the military as a lot of sacrifice and very low pay. Although there were sacrifices, I prepared myself to make sure that I was able to take advantage of all the financial benefits that the military had to offer. While some people say part of my experience was due to luck, there's a famous quote that says, "Luck is when preparation meets opportunity." In this video, I'll go over the 4 areas that you can prepare for as well to take full advantage of the financial opportunities that the military has to offer. Number 1, I'll go over the contract and what should be in your contract. Number 2, I'll go over how you can set yourself up to have the best quality of life during your active duty enlistment. Number 3, I'll go over the steps and break down exactly how I got over $150,000 of monetary value just in my 4 years during my active duty service. And 4, I'll go over the financial benefits that I gained after my active duty service as a veteran that I actually had no idea that I would qualify for, that was literally worth over $2 million in value. If you're new to this channel, my name is Rose and I'm a veteran rated 100% disability for my mental health and physical injuries while on active duty. On this channel, I share tips and tricks of how I managed to live a healthier, happier life despite my past injuries. If you find value from the content on this channel, please make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, please make sure to share, like, and comment below. Now let's get to it. Number 1, the contract. When I got to basic training, I quickly found out that my contract was a lot better than most of my peers. The biggest reason for this difference was because many of my peers believed what their recruiter told them or promised them without having it written in their contract. So the very first lesson I want to share with you today is, if it's not written in your contract, it doesn't exist. Now, what kind of things can you at least ask about being in your contract? You can ask about having your student loans paid off. You can ask about an enlistment sign-on bonus. You can ask for a job guarantee so that you'll know exactly what job you'll have while serving on active duty. You can also ask for a guarantee of where your first duty station assignment will be. Lastly, you can ask about entering active duty higher than the lowest E1 rank. The higher your rank, the higher your pay. Although I wasn't able to get all of the things above on my contract, I was able to get many of them. I got a sign-on bonus, I got a job guarantee, and got a higher rank going in. Out of all of those 3 guarantees, the thing that set me up for the best quality of life was my job or MOS guarantee. Number 2, quality of life. When I got to my regular duty station, I got my own office, I was able to make my own schedule, and I didn't even have to do organized PT or physical training, and I got out of work by 1700 hours or 5 p.m. every day. This is not the normal experience for most active duty soldiers. The reason why I was able to have such a great quality of life was because of my job. I was a mental health specialist in the military, and I was able to see a pattern of what type of jobs that soldiers were dissatisfied with. I found that there was a high correlation of dissatisfaction with the jobs that had lower barrier of entry. The longer the training and the higher the ASVAB score requirement of the training, it will usually correlate to the better quality of life in the military on active duty. The only branch that was willing to guarantee my job was the Army. Since the Army was the biggest branch of service, they also had the most variety of jobs available. Now, the best way to have the biggest selection of jobs available to you is to make sure that you get a high ASVAB score. What is an ASVAB? ASVAB, which stands for the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, this is a test that'll help determine which job trainings in the military you're eligible for based on your ASVAB score. The way you can prepare for your ASVAB test to ensure the highest scores is buy workbooks on Amazon or enroll in online ASVAB classes. You can even hire a private tutor that focuses specifically on the ASVAB. I'll provide some links below for workbooks and books that will help you study for the ASVAB. Following is what I did to make sure that I got over $150,000 of value just in my 4 years of active duty. As soon as I got to my first regular duty station, I requested to take the test for the foreign language proficiency bonus. Based on this test score, you can get anywhere from $100 to $1,000 a month, more than your regular pay. So serving for 4 years at $1,000 a month means $48,000 in extra pay. After the foreign language proficiency test, I made sure to visit the legal services on base. I had legal services draft a letter I can send to all my credit card companies. According to the Service Members Civil Relief Act, the maximum a credit card company can charge an active duty member is 6%. When I sent this letter to my creditors, while some of them reduced it to 6%, there were others that reduced it all the way to 0%. According to lendingtree.com, the average American household carries a credit card debt of $7,236. And according to Forbes and nerdwallet.com, the average interest rate per credit card is 21.95%. The total amount saved in just 1 year, $1,145.97. And that's the math for just the credit cards lowered to 6%, not even counting the credit cards that were lowered to 0%. Number 4, after active duty benefits. Now we're moving on to the big money, the millions. My plan was to use tuition assistance while on active duty to get my bachelor's degree paid for, and then use the GI Bill to pay for my grad school. On top of that, the reason why having a job guarantee was so important to me was because I wanted to use my mental health experience in the military on my grad school application. According to educationdata.org, the average bachelor's degree costs $38,270 per year per student. That's including books, supplies, and living expenses. That's $153,080 for just a 4-year degree. Also, educationdata.org shows that the average doctorate degree holder owes $84,540 in student loan debt. Just in those education benefits alone, my projected financial gain was estimated to be $237,620. Now, moving on to the biggest millions of dollars worth benefit that I received, the one that you've all been waiting for. This was actually a benefit that I didn't even know that I would get when I first joined. This was unexpected, a really pleasant surprise, and I didn't initially get it. When I first got out of active duty, I was given a disability rating of 30%. I didn't even know that I would get any kind of disability, that there was going to be such a benefit. At a 30% disability rating, I got a few $100s a month every month for the rest of my life. 12 years later, I finally decided to reapply to see if I can qualify for a higher disability rating because my symptoms and injuries had worsened over time. At 40 years old, I got the award letter that I was officially 100% disabled, which changed my life forever. All my medical and dental were covered. Anything from surgeries, prescription, eyeglasses, you name it, all covered, zero copay. According to the 2022 Fidelity Retirement Healthcare Cost Estimate, the average retired couple at 65 can expect to spend $315,000 in healthcare expenses. This is a really huge weight off my shoulder. Most people worry about healthcare and dental costs in retirement age, and that's something that I don't have to worry about like most people anymore. Another benefit I gained from being a 100% disabled veteran was student loan forgiveness. I had $100,000 worth of federal student loans, which once I became 100% disabled were completely forgiven. In addition to that, if any of my dependents ever wanted to pursue a degree, not only would their tuition be completely paid for, but the VA would also pay them a stipend for their living expenses, books, and supplies. Another big benefit that I've recently used is the VA home loan. With this home loan, I was able to buy a new construction home at 0% down at a lower interest rate than the national average. And I didn't have to pay mortgage insurance, which is hundreds of dollars per month for people who don't pay 20% down for traditional 30-year loans. But even besides all of that, I still haven't gotten to my biggest compensation yet. The biggest compensation that I received out of all my benefits is my monthly tax-free stipend. Currently, I receive $4,000 a month tax-free for the rest of my life. This amount increases each year, and it also increases when I add dependents. Now let's break down the math. If I had to save up the money myself to start receiving $4,000 a month after taxes starting at age 40, then I would have had to save $1.5 million, assuming that my interest rate was a very modest 4% return on investment. So this benefit alone was worth over $1.5 million. When adding up all the benefits that I've mentioned in this video, you can see that it's worth over $2 million. If you like this video, please make sure to check out my other videos that you see in this channel.